What's going on? It's the Green Dot Whisperer, and we're back again. We have a new stock to talk about. I just opened the position at the price of 114.96. Made a quick 5% right away. Well, not right away. Yeah, right away the next day, basically. And it's starting to break down right now, I think. Hold on. Yep, right there. It's starting to come back down. So my 5% gain in one day went down to 3% pretty much. But it's okay because this is a new position. I'm starting to build the arsenal of shares now. So, what is Darden Restaurants? Well, Darden Restaurant is a place that owns 7 different brands of restaurants. And that is the stock basically. So let's go over here. These are the brands that Darden Restaurant has. Olive Garden, which is the most producing one pretty much because it has a higher food margin. Pasta's super cheap. They make more money on selling pasta than Longhorn does selling steak. But we're all a family. So this all contributes to the bottom line. So it's Olive Garden, Longhorn, Cheddar's, Yard House, Capitol Grill, Season 52 Wine Bar, Bahama Breeze Island Grill, and Eddie V's Premier Seafood. Excellent, excellent restaurants. This is fine dining. This is fine dining right here. I believe Seasons 52 is fine dining also. This is more like Caribbean food. And this is like your brewery pretty much. I've never been here. I actually work here in Longhorn Steakhouse, so I know a lot about them. And this is like our sister pretty much. Olive Garden's right next door. Been there plenty of times. Excellent, excellent steaks at Longhorn. You should check out all these restaurants, to be quite honest. And I know I might have some bias because I work for the company and I actually own this stock in my Webull account. You can open up a free account. Also, you get free stocks. Link in the description below. But I opened up this position at 114 on my Webull account. But I also have Darden stock in my 401k through my job, through Longhorn. That gives me a match. So that just full disclosure. I am an owner of the stock. I do work for the company and I love it. I love it. They're an excellent company. Now let's get down to the charts and see why I decided to make a separate brokerage account for this because I'm a trader and I like what I see basically. So we're gonna all right here start to the big picture monthly chart. And this company's been a while, but I guess the IP been around for a while, but I guess the IPO of the stock, Darden stock, was on May 1st, 1995. Opened up around, let's see, we got to really zoom into that to see that. Opened up at $6.19 way back when in 1995, which is amazing if you were one of the beginning investors. Now carry on, fast forward. Whoop. We had that one major dip where we had all the store closings and there was less people coming out. So in March 2020, it dipped all the way back down to $26. Hold on. $26.06. So my apologies. $26.06. That was the little crash that we had here. Everybody knows what happened back then, right? Ever since then, we proceeded to climb back up. Our peak was $164.14. A nice rise. If you were buying the dip in Corona, let's say you didn't even get the $26. right? It's hard to, that's a wick. Let's say you didn't get neither one of the wicks. Let's say you got the full body at $62, right? Oh, that's a fib retracement. Hold on. So you got the full body, you missed the wicks, but you got the full body all the way up to the full body of our high. And that was 150% return, guys. That's amazing. So right now we're facing inflation, higher gas prices. The consumer is more picky with where they want to spend their discretionary dollars at. So this is why we're falling now. Now let's break out some EMAs here so we can see where we're going and how we're going to navigate this. All right, so that's your month. Let's move down to a smaller time frame. Here we go. Weekly chart on the one dump, everything closed. You know what happened? We touched the 800-day EMA. Now, keep that in mind now, guys. So, because right now we just went down to the 200-day EMA, which doesn't really happen. You see this? Here we were down to the 200-day EMA. Look what happened afterwards. It shot up and kept running and then never came back to the 200-day EMA. Just kept bouncing off of the 100 until it broke down here. So now we're at this place again. Let's see what happened back then. No, it wicked the 200, then slightly broke through it. Then we took a major dump. So what are we doing now? We have a green candle sitting right on that 200-day EMA. And we have a weekly green dot also right here on the wave oscillator. So that's why I opened the position, because I feel like we fell good enough. This is a good entry price. But let me double down on that right here. Hold on. Let's go to the day chart, because the day chart, we broke the 800-day EMA, and now we're running back up to it. Now, two possible scenarios could happen here. The one possible scenario on the bullish case is that we break this 800 and we continue going up to the next resistance of $128. They just had an excellent earnings report right here, and these are the numbers that they reported. So you can check this out on TradingView, and that's your earnings report right there. So they had an earnings report, and since the earnings report, it shot up all the way to 123. Yeah, $123, which is pretty decent, pretty good. Like I said, I managed to get a 5% return out of it. Didn't sell it because I want more shares again. But from earnings report down to the pretty much the next day, that was a quick 11% if you caught the very bottom to the very top. So let's see. All right, so 200 got broken here. This is the key point. This is where we need to focus at. I actually wanted the target of $110, and I didn't get it because it bounced before it hit that. It hit 111 and bounced up again. But our 800-day EMA, the white line right here on our 2-day chart, is sitting at the price of 105. So the 1 day already broke. It's coming back to retest. Now, like I said, two scenarios could happen here. It could break the 800 and go up, or it could hit the 800 and then break down. And if it breaks down, then our next support would be that 800-day EMA, which is at $105. So possible scenarios is that we run up, which is great. I already opened my position. Thank you for the return. But if it breaks down again, I will not worry about it, and I would just buy more Darden at 105, because that's the next support, and I would be buying the 800-day EMA on the 2-day chart, which is a big enough chart, which I plan to hold this for a little while. Short swings, maybe, if I collect 20% to 30% on the stock, I'm taking profit and starting over again. because that's the name of the game. I don't hold the bag. This also offers a 3% dividend, though. So it wouldn't be that detrimental to hold it for the long term, anyways. As you can see, the dividends stated right here, too. Ex dividend date was the 7th of is the 7th of July, so you can still get that dividend. As long as you buy the dividend before the 7th of July, you will get the dividend payment on August 1st. So pretty cool. I didn't know that I bought it before the dividend date. I won't have to wait that long for my payment. So I will keep buying shares from now until July 7th, and I will receive the payment on August 1st. Did they say how much actually? Oh, yeah. It's $1.10. I think that's per share, actually. It says gross, but I think that's $1.10 per share that you own, which is not too shabby. 3+%. You can look it up. Always do your own due diligence. But like I said, I mean, green dot on the weekly, green dot on the 2-day. We are pumping. I want that 800 on the 2-day. We might reverse here. We'll see what happens. This is the where you got to keep the eye out. Let's go down to the smaller chart, 4-hour. This is what's happening today, right now. This is why we fell. We got rejected by the 100-day EMA on the 4-hour at $123, and then we're falling and currently sitting at $117. Never went through the histogram. This would have been a nice play. But guys, this is, I mean, we here at Chart Champions, you could join the trading group on the description below. It's a Telegram trading group. But here at Chart Champions, we know we follow the EMA strategy. You know, when the EMAs are in order like this, in order for it to pump and go through all of this, this is going to be a fight. Each one of these lines is a level of resistance where it could get rejected. So to be bullish in when the EMAs are in this order, it's a little crazy because, you know, you could get rejected here, which we did, or even if it kept going, you could get rejected at the 200 at 127, or you could get rejected at the 800 at 130. So you are not supposed to have a bullish mindset until you break above the 800. When you break above the 800 and the EMAs are in order like this upwards, then now your EMAs are acting like support. Because look, you shoot, you go up, you go down, boom, support it. Shot, go up, go down, boom, support it. Shot, go up, support it. Why? Because the EMAs are in the order upward. But you see here, this is when they start going below and crossing through the 800. This is when you enter bear market territory. And I mean, it is bear market. The indexes fell 20% already. So that by textbook definition is a bear market. But when you're under your favorite stock, under the 800-day EMA, I consider this all value territory because we're not going to be in a shitty market forever, per se. So there's going to be, the day's going to come where we go above the 800 again, and we look bullish and beautiful like we did over here, right? That's when all the lines and price and everything goes above the 800. You see that? This is when we broke above it the first time, came down, retested, and then broke again up. So you got to follow the EMA waves. This is what guides you through the market. Let's see what else we have down here. The 1 hour broke down. We could continue to fall. If this signal line makes it through the histogram, we're gonna fall. And where can we be caught at? Yeah, we could rebound at 112. We could go to 1.8. These are different levels right here, pivot point standards. Let's see. Let's go to the 30-minute chart, and that's about as low on the time frames I'm gonna go, because everything else is just for like trading, basically trading within that same hour. Okay. This started to go through. You see a downward momentum wave. Trying to see if there's anything that's going to make it bounce back up, actually. No. It wants to bleed a little bit. And currently, as we're speaking, the market's bleeding. Crypto's bleeding. And Darden's bleeding. But the thing with Darden is that it's such a fundamentally strong company that when everything else bleeds ridiculously, Darden slightly goes down. It doesn't go down. It doesn't get hit as hard. It's actually been a strong contender in the bear market and has held its ground better than other companies. I could clearly say that. Trust me, I watch this stock every single day. When I go to work, I talk about it with my boss and everything. We are tracking this all the time. But no, it currently wants to bleed. You can see the 5-minute chart broke down and went through the 800, and I was pointing this out on the bigger picture on the day chart. So you could see the small time frames gives you the answer for where the big time frames are going. So the big time frames are going down. All right, guys. Where will we rebound? I will be here to tell you, because where we rebound is where I'm probably going to buy more shares. Right now, I'm still in profit. That 114.96 is not a bad entry. I'm still in profit. I'm pretty sure it's going to take me out of profit. I'll be perfectly fine with that if it gives me a better price that I could buy some more, like at 105. So that's all I got for you guys. I'm going to continue to monitor this and continue to give you updates on Darden Restaurants. Excellent company. And nowadays, food is equivalent to gold. So you want to have some type of food stock in your portfolio. All right, guys, it's the Green Dot Whisperer. That's all I got for you today. God bless, and I'll see you next time. Peace.